Beso? Kinigit beso? Why do I feel like someone in particular is really excited for this? Hello friends, we're back for another anime OP reaction. Today we're checking out Dr. Stone. Now, I have been hearing about this show around the time when... What's the other show? Promise Nevermore. When I started hearing about Promise Nevermore, Dr. Stone was kinda in the mix there. So I think it's around that time frame. So let's check it out and see what the excitement was about. Good morning, world! It's a bit loud. Damn! Who does this remind you of? Killua, right? Oh, Koichi, right? Koichi! E equals MC squared, interesting. Oh. Morning world, morning world. Ooh. There's the stone, we got feathers. Okay. Alright, OP1. This is what I was saying, right? One of the good things about openings is if you have like something there that's very memorable, right? Good morning world, that's basically enough. All you needed that the good morning world. Once you get that, people already know that, oh, that's the Dr. Stone OP, right? That it can't be anything else, right? So it does a good job of like branding itself, right? In that way. Visually, you see some stuff from like the protagonist where, you know what, some of the visuals that we saw, it looks like a mixed, right? Because it looked very fairy tale-ish, very you know, those types of shows, Seven Deadly Sins, Sao, Slime, those, it looked very similar to those shows as far as like the area is concerned. But it seemed like it had some modern themes to it too, like if I'm not mistaken. Like I think I saw like what appears to be like a college campus of some sort, right? Similar to like JJK and CSM. So yeah, opening one. So yeah, opening one as a whole, it looks good. It looks good. It sets a certain tone of what to expect, right? The music was good. The visuals were there, so overall a good way to start the series. Oh my god, this intro is good. Oh, what is going on here? If I don't try, I'll never know.
But you are no longer you, that's right. あの日僕ら確かめてた lie 儚い夢と言われたっていいから傷だらけの今日から救い出すよ
Wow. Okay. I will say ending 1 is one of the best endings in anime. Okay, I will make that claim. It's right up there with the JJK's Lost in Paradise. Lost in Paradise, you know. It has so many things going for itself, right? You have like the different animation styles, and you have like even like moments of like real life action going on, right? The choice of images that they show, and the thing is, you don't really know how significant those are from an outsider's point of view. Like, do we break fourth walls in the show to some extent? I will say the intro of it was already good. Like once you hear like the guitars from the intro, it reminds me of Yu Yu Hakusho, which is notorious for having the best endings in anime. Like it was all of the Yu Yu Hakusho endings were good, really good. I think in this case, it started off good and it just got better. It just got better as the song progressed with the visuals, and I this is something I would need to like listen to a few more times, right? Because this is definitely like a something I would consider putting on my playlist, which is not something that happens at all. I will say there was a part there with like distorted vocals, and if you watch my content, I do not like distorted vocals, but it is an ending, so it's like who cares, right? And it was also just a short period, so very negligible, right? I would be a bit more critical of that if it was an opening, but since it's an ending, we give it a pass, right? Okay, so I guess this is OP2. And you kind of see the science going on, right? With like the equations, the composition, atomic composition of stuff. So I guess this is like his assistant or like a partner. Okay, and these are our fan service girls. Yep. Hey, that guy looked like someone from Vinland Saga. Oh boy. Hello friends, if you're enjoying the content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to never miss out on dashing content. And now, back to the video. Okay, so that was OP2. Not as good as OP1, obviously, because OP1 was just up there. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was a bit... I don't want to be unfair to it. It was honestly a bit generic, maybe slightly above average, just because of the choice of visuals that we see. And that's not fair to other animes, just because the themes of the show is different, so they're gonna be putting like different choices of visuals, and I think that's the only reason why it stood out a bit. But yeah, so if we take that out, I would say OP2 is a very generic. Um, but I will say I will give props to the people in the comments that are recommending these to me, because the last three in particular, right? Higurashi, Bungo Stray Dogs, and then now Dr. Stone. These are shows that when I watch the openings, I'm like, oh my god, I think I need to watch this. I don't think I can ignore it. Like we get a lot of requests on the show on the channel to do OP reactions and try watching the series, and I'm like, I'm not really feeling it right now. It's something, it's not interesting enough for me to just start right away. Like maybe I'll start it in a year or so, but the last three, these just make it's so hard to ignore. It's just so hard to ignore. I think I need to watch these, but yeah. If I had more time, bro, I would watch these, or at least give it a shot, right? Ending 2?
目のような話でいいもう一度聞かせて
Again, the music. It's a nice ending song. And then you have like this chibi animation. So it looks like he is more of a scientist than a doctor, right? Or maybe it's a doctorate in science. All right. Okay. So ending 2, I was kind of talking during the ending just so that we don't take too much time with the video. These videos normally take like 25 to 30 minutes to make, like the final product. But I will say the music, I kind of like the music, but that's just something personal, I think. If another person listened to it, I could see them saying it's generic, right? Because it does have a very generic feel to it. It's just maybe the instrument choice or the beat and rhythm of the song is something more to my flavor. That's why I like it. Visuals were a bit above average. You normally see lazier endings as far as visuals go, or lazier visuals as far as endings go. So yeah, this is OP3. Stone Wars. Okay, so far I am having some difficulty figuring out what the show is, right? Because we do see the squad here, but we don't see the villains. Or maybe that long-haired guy is the villain. But we don't really see them in a fight scene, I guess. Yeah, this guy. That kind of looked like Gon. Ooh. What an interesting universe. It's like a combination of medieval and modern. Okay, so you know how sometimes in my videos I say something like the ending song is good enough to pass as an opening? I think that's a good example of that. It's not good as an opening, it's just okay. It's okay enough that if you put it in an ending, it's good enough to be an opening, right? But as an opening, it kind of falls short of like the typical standard. Uh, it's a bit more unique than the generic openings that we see. Visually, we didn't really get much, right? Barely any storytelling that I could um, pull from that, right? So, ending three. Okay. We're seeing like evolution of civilization. Okay, so we get a time skip. Is that what's going on? We got a time skip. He's an adult now. And then he's stone. I guess that's one of the struggles I'm having with this show. I don't get the stone thing. What's up with the stone thing? Or why is the stone in the title significant? All right. I'm actually surprised we're not getting any ads for this. But yeah, ending three, that's also an example of an ending song that could pass for an opening, right? It's not a great, it wouldn't be a great opening song, but it's really good as an ending. Visuals, we didn't really get much, right? I did like the intro there with like the evolution that they showed there. Something very easy to do, but effective in as far as like the visuals were done. And then you had like the running. I guess when he turned to a stone there, it's kind of thought provoking as to what is Dr. Stone, right? Like what is the mechanic that's happening in the show, right? Because the I guess it has to do with whatever power system they have. Although I didn't really see much magic shown, or maybe they did, but I just forgot about it. It looks like a lot of it is just mechanics, right? You're just building shit and having it as like tools in like combat. But then again, we didn't really see much combat in the show too, so I am having a hard time making up what the show is, what's going on in the show, I guess. Oh, good morning world again. Wow. Oh. Yeah, he is definitely adult now. Oh. We got the squad. Is this the new villain? The captain? Oh, that's him. Wow. Oh! Good morning, world! Oh my god, we got Luffy here. Okay, so we got another good morning world, right? And that's always fun to see, always fun to see. So obviously the song is already up there, right? And I think visually it's kind of hard to like say if the visuals are good because I don't really know what the direction of the story is, right? Like is there actually a villain? Like we haven't seen any fights. So it's just maybe they're just travelers, right? Similar to Musho Tensei or something like this. I think I did like a reaction. That's kind of the trouble I have with like these Japanese names for anime. Um, it's so hard to remember, and the people suggesting it are not using the English names. Guys, if you want me to remember this, use the English names because I'm not gonna remember stuff like that. So yeah, not bad, not bad. But definitely the first one was better. Could it be that he encounters fossils and then he brings the fossils back? Could that be what's going on here? Man, that girl has big lips. This guy, how long is he gonna sleep? Dun, 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 dun. Tasty. Okay, okay. When you see the color purple, right? Bad guys. Oh. Huh. You know what? I'm kind of having a hard time here because it looks like there are times when I see the main protagonist, and sometimes he looks like an adult and sometimes he looks like a child, like within the same opening. And I'm not sure if that's just a failure of me noticing the difference, but yeah, I'm like I would see moments in the openings where I'm like, wait, he's a kid again? I thought he's an adult now, and then they'll show later, oh yeah, he's an adult now. But it kind of feels like the choice of animation that they used is like they're using the kid's face, you know what I mean, and then just like superimposing it on an adult body. It's kind of what I'm seeing there. So yeah, I guess the last opening we do kind of see some villains finally, right? That song was a bit more on the generic side, so a bit better visuals, but a bit more generic song.
Sometimes I wonder again and again. Sometimes I wonder again and again. 千の時を超え受け継がれたバトンを誰もが持ってこっから途方もない道のりにめまいクラクラしてるきっとまだ誰も見つけられてないやり方とかあっていつだってそんな風に考え
The song is tasty, guys. All right. Okay. So for that ending, I am giving it the benefit of the doubt. Okay. Song was fire. Let's get that right. The song was fire. And it did have some synergy with like the visuals that we saw, like very slow visuals of like the characters and like stuff they're doing. I'm just assuming for the benefit of the doubt that the posing that they're doing with the background is significant to the show in some way, right? If it's just random, then visuals would be very generic. But yeah, the song was good at least. Yeah, there again, we're seeing the Stones again. New World. Why does it feel like there's three Dr. Stones? The New World, the original, and another like Japanese character there. And what's up with the kid with a fruit on his head? Okay, okay. Okay. That was a bit awkward, if I'm being honest. It sounds so similar to one of the JJK songs, right? I think it was an ending, one of the JJK endings. The na da 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 na da da da. I'm pretty sure that was in season 2 because that's like the that character, the Gato stuff, right? Like the prequel with the young JoJo. So yeah, it's more of an ending song than an OP. Like as an OP, it's not good. I do see that the visuals were a bit more, it had like better synergy to that because it had like the slow visuals of nothing going on as well, right? So I do give it there, but as a whole, I'd say it's on the generic side. Okay, so this is the last one, one of the endings, I guess, for New World. Oh, here we go again. Here we go again with the live action. Oh, bro, I like this shit. It's such a unique presentation. And I will say these OPs and endings, it almost feels like there's multiple storylines going on, right? because it looks like this group has a story, this group has a story, and then the main character's group has a story. Like there's like 3 or 4 groups with their own story. Mm. Okay, so that's the ending. Uh so yeah, I would say that's a typical ending, right? Typical ending song, very generic in that regard. But the visuals is not, right? Visuals were very unique. You had like the the live action hand drawing the stuff and then erasing it. So that was pretty tasty. Um you know what? At the start of the reaction, I was thinking maybe I really should get into it. But I will say at the end of it, I lost some interest in it. Like just because of the progression that we got, like a lot. And I don't know if we're just being kept in the dark, right? Because there are shows that have some aspects of that, right? Like you don't know what's going on from the openings. You need to see the show. Like they don't tell you enough, right? And I think that's going to be like the summary of this reaction video is there's stuff going on, but we don't know enough. And in some cases that's good. That's good because you're not spoiling the audience. But in this case, I think it's something like you should give us something to get us to start watching, but we didn't get enough, right? Like let's say here is where we want to watch. Here is like spoiler territory. We just got a little less than what we need to like, okay, I need to watch the show. If you guys know what I mean. So yeah. That's going to be the reaction. If you guys like the content, like, comment, subscribe. If you want to support your boy even more, links to Patreon down in the description. Become a channel member. And put some beso in the comments, guys. Because you know your boy needs a beso. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.